and welcome to Froggity Frog Crochet and this stitch guide on how to crochet the spider stitch. This is a really simple stitch but can be a bit tricky to find your stitch placement. But it's a really lovely flat texture that is a double-sided stitch as well. To make this stitch you're going to need a foundation chain in multiples of 2 plus 1 plus 1 for your turning chain.
Okay, so I've popped a stitch marker into the first chain from my hook because I want the turning chain to count as our first single crochet of the row. Okay, so now to start your spider stitch we're going to be working in the third chain from our hook, 1, 2, 3, and into that stitch we're going to make a single crochet, chain 1, and working still in that same stitch make another single crochet. And this is your spider stitch. Single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, all in the same stitch. We're going to skip the next chain, and then in the next chain I'm going to do the same. Single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. Now I'd advise keeping that chain 1 loose because we're going to be working that in the next row. So if you keep it loose it's going to be much easier to work into. Skip the next chain, in the next one make single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, all in the same stitch. And you're going to repeat that all the way to the end of your row. Skip the next stitch, and in the next one, make a single crochet, chain 1, keep it loose, and still working into the same stitch, make a single crochet. So you're going to continue that until you have 1 stitch left, and then to finish row 1 make a single crochet in that last stitch. So you're going to have these series of bumps, kind of like little mini shells across the row. So once you finish the last single crochet of the row, turn, chain 1. Make a single crochet in the first stitch of the row. Let's grab my stitch marker. Okay, so now we're going to work into those chain 1 spaces in the row below. So single crochet, chain 1 space, single crochet. I'm working into the chain 1 space, and won't lie, it can be awkward to find. So into that chain 1 space, make a single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. This is why it pays to keep those chain 1s loose. Okay. Skip to the next chain 1 space. So there's my chain space, there's the next single crochet. First single crochet of the next space, chain 1, single crochet. And I want to work into the chain 1 space. So single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, all in the same space. If you are having trouble finding those single crochets, you can mark them with a stitch marker as you go so you can find them in the next row. It might mean you've got a lot of stitch markers going on, but if I just mark that chain space now, when I come to make it in the next row I can pull that up and I found it. Because these can get hidden. So if you've got the stitch markers to do it, it's an idea for your next row. So you continue this across the row. Skip to the next chain 1 space. So there's my last single crochet of the last shell, first single crochet of the next one, chain 1 space, single crochet. So around the chain space, make a single crochet, chain 1, and into the same chain space make a single crochet. So you can see this is going to end up like a really dense stitch. You're going to have a few gaps here on the first row, but going up the rest of the rows it's going to be a fairly hole-free stitch despite there being chain 1 spaces, because everything just really closes up. So skipping to the next chain space, which is here, make the repeat single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, and you continue that all the way to the end of your row. So once you've worked into the last chain space of the row, you're going to go to the last stitch of the row, which will be, in this case it's the turning chain, but it could be a single crochet turning chain, and make a single crochet. So you're going to start and end every row with a single crochet, and those will work into the first and last stitch, and then you repeat is single crochet, chain one, single crochet in the chain spaces. So apart from those first and last stitches of the row, you only work into the chain spaces. And for the rest of the spider stitch, you're just going to repeat row 2.
And there is your stitch guide on how to crochet the spider stitch. I would love to see what you make with this stitch. Please do come and show us over in our Facebook group, Froggity Frogs Ribs and Stitch. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel as well for more crochet stitches, hints and tips and crochet patterns as well. Thank you for watching. I shall see you next time in the next video. Bye for now.